US box office. Jordan Peele becomes a brand name draw. Its official writer-director Jordan Peele is a brand unto himself. 2 years after his feature directorial debut, A Get Out turned into a water-cooler sensation, Peele's critically acclaimed exceeded all expectations by opening to in North America, the third biggest horror debut of all time behind 2017's $123.4 million, based on the Stephen King novel, and last year's Halloween update $76.2 million. That wasn't the only milestone. Us, from Universal also says that Us is the biggest opening for an original live-action pick since James Cameron's 2009 Avatar $77 million, unadjusted for inflation. Get. In an industry obsessed with sequels and big-screen adaptations of well-known IP, think comic books and fiction, Peele has accomplished a memorable and enviable victory. It's also a win. From a script by Peele, the film tells the story of Adelaide Wilson Lupita Nyong'o, an African-American woman who returns to her beachside childhood home with her 2 children and husband Winston Duke. Soon, they come. Similar to Get Out, Us was notable for drawing an ethnically diverse audience. Caucasians third, Us skewed slightly female 53%, while 61% of ticket buyers were over 25 and older. And the biggest single, Universal waged a broad campaign for Us, produced by Peele's Monkey Paw Productions, including holding the film's world premiere at the recent SXSW Film Festival. The pick was also coinciding with its SXSW appearance. It was screened for African American influencers and press in Atlanta, Los Angeles, and New York as part of Universal's US First campaign, a larger screening program and initiative created to give audiences of color an opportunity to see the film outside of the festival setting. When A Get Out opened in February 2017, Peele, now 40, was best known for the Comedy Central sketch comedy series Key and Peele, which he co-created and co-starred in with Keegan-Michael Key. But the movie, it became part of the cultural conversation, earning 4 Oscar nominations and a win for Peele's original screenplay. Already firmly a they. Usually. Related video. Jordan Peele explains new horror movie Us, provided by Today.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.